Cool.
Beautiful.
So,
Evie stealing the show early
Absolutely.
doors.
so this is Portrait a Podcast. I was out for dinner last night. First ever person to recognise me from the pod. It was a friend of a friend. And he said he was watching it and saying, why is it called Portrait a Podcast? And it was not until the end he's like, oh, because there's photos. So
See, that surprises me, because I think it's the most on-the-nose, self-explanatory podcast title in the game.
I thought that.
Portrait and a Podcast. Boom, that's what you're getting.
But I thought I would do an intro now, so yeah, that's it. We do portraits at the end, just for that guy.
Clearly. Clearly you do that.
Right. This is Evie as well, my dog, for those that don't know. So, here today with Gareth Mutch, who's a brilliant comedian. Caught you at the Glee Club.
Glasgow, yeah.
a couple of months ago, I think.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, it was a really good show.
I love that place, man. I love gigging in Glasgow, full stop.
Elliot Steele, Marilyn Roberts and Mike Rice.
Oh, right? That night, that was, I honestly, I mean, all of us were buzzing with that night.
Yeah?
And it felt like, I don't know, man, without sounding too ridiculously wank this early, that night did feel like it was like a proper new turning of the page, like the young team all across the show, and it was such a good show. Everyone killed it.
Yeah.
And yeah, Elliot and Mike are just two of the funniest guys around, and Marilyn's an absolute superstar. So yeah, that was a good night. That was a really good show.
Such a good lineup. I felt, the audience was big, but there was no arseholes. Everyone seemed to be up for comedy.
I know, I do think Glasgow gets a bit of a rep for maybe being a bit tough, and I've just never really found it to be that. I think they're always like really supportive. They're there for a good time. Yeah, I've never really found them to be like a tough, like rowdy. Yeah. Me saying this now is the curse.
Next one you get
in Glasgow, it's going to be a fucking write-off. But no, I always have a good time in Glasgow. Always.
So is it Glasgow? They say they kind of keep you on your toes and make you prove yourself before they like you, and then they're very welcoming. That's like
when they like you, they fucking love you. They'll take you in as like, especially if you are Glaswegian, they'll just totally take you in as one of their own.
Yeah.
I know a few Edinburgh comics that have said, like, they come out with their Edinburgh accents, and there's a couple of minutes of you need to win them then. Because they will be there like, fucking what, man? Coming here from Edinburgh, you're funny, eh? But yeah, I've never really found that. But I'm in this little halfway house. Livingston's not either, I don't think.
You get away with both. Because I found that I lived in Glasgow for a while, and then I lived in Edinburgh for a while. And I found Glasgow, if you happen to bump into some Neds or whatever, you have a couple hairy experiences and you're like, shit. And I was out in Edinburgh one night, and there's this kind of junkie guy with crutches coming up threatening me. But the accent was just ridiculous. Yeah. Like, I wasn't scared at all. I was like, if this is Glasgow, I'd be shitting my pants. Like, I'll fucking kick your head down, I'll fucking whack you. I'm like, fuck off. Absolutely not.
That's a very, very, very good way to put that. Because, it's not like Edinburgh's without their mentals. Edinburgh's got them. They're just far less intimidating. And they sound...
It's just a stupid voice.
They sound ridiculous. You should be scared, eh? It's just Ian Sterling, love him. Tonight, you're getting stabbed. Shush.
I was thinking, I'm not a pussy, it's just the Glasgow accent.
They're scarier. They are scarier. I'll give them that.
Absolutely. We had a brief chat last night, and it ended up on things we cry over.
Oh, man.
Which I thought was very,
It was nice.
Modern man.
It was very modern man. Yeah. Like a baby. And it really does not take a lot to get me.
Yeah.
At all.
What have you been crying at recently then?
I would say, oh, man. I mean, how bad do I want to go? How much do I want to embarrass myself here? Probably recently. Probably the biggest cry I had recently was I was watching an episode. An episode of Full Swing.
Full Swing. Oh, you're saying the golf documentary?
Yeah, the golf documentary on Netflix. And man, just when Europe won the Ryder Cup and the way they filmed it. Gone, man. Yeah. Like a little baby.
What? But was it people crying on screen with happiness, or was it just?
It was. The thing that tipped me off was the Europe team captain Luke Donald speaking about how much it meant to him. Right. That got me. Then there was a moment between Rory McIlroy and John Ram. He's like, "You make me want to be better, John." I was just like, "I know you want to make me better." But it's crazy. I'll cry at anything.
Yeah.
The one that we shared was anything between Manny and Jane,
Manny
Modern
and Jay,
Family.
oh.
Gone. Like with that first time where he calls him his son. Oh my god.
You get YouTube
Gone.
videos like that where like the kids made the adoption papers for the stepdad, and he's like, "I'm away, man."
I know every time, and it usually is the one that I get ripped for the most because it's people say it's not even a good film. I disagree. I think it's a great film, but the film Real Steel, the Hugh Jackman Rock'em and Sock'em robot film. It's a film about fighting robots. Like it's people think it's shit. There's a heart through that film. And it's just at the end, there's just a shot of him looking up at his dad, shadowboxing, and one piano just like, dong, and I'm gone.
Yeah.
It's a father and son stuff.
Yeah.
Just gets me.
Yeah, I think I'm the same with the father and son or stepfather and son stuff.
God,
It's
there's
just,
probably something in that, that we're just pushing.
Go deep, repressed.
We're just ignoring that. I'll just throw on Modern Family, have a wee cry, and it's gone. It's down.
I don't have the qualifications to delve into that further, but
No.
there's
Hopefully someone listening.
Yeah.
If you have any therapists listening to this,
comment what therapy we need.
Leave us a comment. What's wrong with us?
There's loads of comments. I just spat there, sorry. Oh, panic. What was the other thing I was crying at? A guy at work, this guy Reese is really funny. He was saying, "Oh, I get upset if I think about my dog dying."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, that's silly." And then that night I went home and I was like, "Oh my god, oh my god."
Yeah.
Anything. Or like, is my dog happy? Like, is he just sitting there like miserable?
Is...
I'm like, "Oh shit, did I treat you right?"
I know.
Do I treat you right? It's like a song. And do I treat you right?
Do I treat you right?
Little cockapoo.
Do I feed you enough? Are you hungry tonight? Great. Like,
edit that with music.
like, but yeah, I do that with my cats as well.
Right.
But anytime I think about, if we're really getting into it, the biggest cry I've ever had was, I'm sorry to put you in this position, was the day my old dog died. That was the worst day of. Biggest cry I've ever had.
What was it called?
Glenn. Yeah, sheepdog, border collie. And anytime I just think, I just think about that. Again, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Uncontainable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Like howling or just?
Oh, howl.
Okay.
Like Glenn, weirdly. But
I get lump a lot, like a lump and then on the verge. But like to actually cry is probably more rare. But it's like.
I get like goosebumps all the time as well.
Yeah.
Like if I just like think about stuff. Yeah, it's weird, but I do fully believe that it's healthy.
Yeah.
And I think men probably do repress and suppress too much shit. And I actually do think we're on the right side of it going. We're feeling our emotions almost on a daily to weekly basis.
We're putting our partners off.
Yeah. I mean, I actually have no idea. Oh, that was for sure the worst one. That because my wife has always said, I think it's amazing that you fucking cry at stuff. She was like, it's a big supporter of it. She's like, no, I'm never going to make you feel less manly or anything for that. She was like, no, I think it's more manly. And then she saw me weeping at the end of Jackass 3.
Jackass 3?
Yeah.
What's at the end of that?
They do this whole montage of everything they've been through.
Right.
And like this Weezer song called Memories is playing.
Memory. Yeah.
And I am gone.
Yeah.
They've been through so much. They've been friends for so long.
Yeah. And the Ryan Dunn stuff.
Yeah, that was at the end of Jackass 4, the whole Ryan Dunn tribute.
Yeah, that's right.
Gone.
It's that song, if you're going to be Tom, you got...
Yeah, if you're going to be dumb, you got to be dumb. Yeah. If you're going to be dumb, you got to be dumb.
You got to tell me ache.
But yeah, stuff like that it gets me, and I don't know what it is.
Yeah, there was one...
But that was the first one my wife was like, okay, this is fucking ridiculous.
Right, okay.
You're crying at Jackass.
Yeah. There was one uncontrollable night that my fiance, I was going to ask you, but I take it you're married now. I'd only seen your special when you got engaged. But Paddleton, and it's Ray Romano and the guy from The League. I can't remember his name.
Steve.
You know?
Rezzaneri. Is that him? Steve Rezzaneri? No, it's not his name.
It's the guy who's like got the kind of side fringe, and he does the Time Machine film as well.
Oh, right, yeah, I know who you're talking about. I think Paul something, but yeah.
Yeah. They've got a film where he has cancer, and Ray's like he's like his best pal, and he makes him like, they play a game called Paddleton, and at the end he kind of sits with him while he takes his medication to die early, and oh my god.
Yeah, that sounds heavy.
I was just howling.
Yeah.
That sounds heavy. I was sitting next to Amanda like, hold it in, fucking hold it in.
Really?
That was the way, yeah.
So she's seen you cry a bunch.
Not a bunch.
So it's just a little
Still
solo.
repress it.
It's a solo thing.
Yeah, just like,
You know, just
once
like
or
the
twice.
kick back, kick off the shoes.
Night to myself. Get a bag of Maltesers in.
Complete glass of wine, bag of Maltesers, just fucking let rip. Have a
Fuck
good old
yeah.
great.
Cry boys. Oh man, I agree with you though. I think like the crying and talking about it's healthy, but when you see like the boys get sad to t-shirts,
Hate
I'm like,
it.
Nah.
I'm strong
Yeah.
on that as well.
Yeah, just
I'm so strong on that as
too
well.
much.
It is way too much.
Yeah.
Who would wear that?
I know.
Who would? Yeah, that
They
is
seem to
crazy.
be doing well, but it's like
Boys get sad too.
Nah.
Blech. That's shite.
100%.
That's shite chat. You deserve to be bullied there.
exactly.
If you wear that t-shirt, you deserve to be sent home sad.
I think so.
And
you
have a
look at
little
the camera
cry.
and say that.
Yeah. If you wear those Boys Get Sad too t-shirts, you deserve to be bullied, made fun of, belittled, and go home, put your t-shirt on, and have a wee cry. I don't know who they were made for. I don't know who's buying them.
Nah, you seem to be doing well. They're all over the place.
Chat about it with your boys.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like this. This is healthy.
Yeah.
Putting on a t-shirt, just going, I cry. Fuck off.
Pathetic.
It is, mate.
Wankers.
Grow up, man. Be a man.
So speaking of, this isn't even a segue at all. I was going to say, speaking of being a man and growing up, how did you actually take the step to getting on stage, doing comedy for the first time, or like, were you a big fan of it growing up, or like, were there any comedians that?
Not really. Like, I think my dad's Welsh, so like, Tommy Cooper was on quite a bit.
Yeah.
My dad loved Billy Connolly. But like, a bits and bobs, but it was never really a thought growing up.
Uh-huh.
But when I was 14, I'd done acting from when I was like
All right. Okay.
6, like 7.
Yeah.
Like, I knew I had I want to be on this stage. I was that
Yeah,
kid.
okay.
Only child.
Evie, sorry. Come here.
Evie, you're ruining my heartfelt story here, my origin.
No, sorry.
This is my origin story, Evie. You're wandering off. But yeah, so I was only child. Very much look at me performing all the time. So I did acting for ages and even went to college to study acting and all that. But when I was like 15, I remember my dad took me to see Rod Gilbert at the Fringe.
Yeah.
And that was the first stand-up that I'd ever seen live. And it just, something in me just went,
What age are you?
it would have been like 14, 15.
Like, what age are you now?
Oh, 30.
30. So was that the Hoover when he's talking about the less settings? Was that one?
Yeah, it was all of that. It was the award-winning mince pie show. So it was like Torch with the Power of a Million Candles.
Yeah.
What, like the award? What award did it win? Like
had a
just
DVD
him
of
having
that.
like a breakdown over
Yeah.
in Knutsford Services. So yeah, it was that show, and it just it sparked something in me to go. I remember it was kind of like, oh, I want that to be my identity. Like, imagine that was you, and that's what people thought of as you. So then from then it kind of became a wee, that's when it became like the main driving force to go, I think I want to be a stand-up comedian.
Like Rod Gilbert, that's cool.
Yeah.
I think that nowadays so I grew up always kind of watching comedy specials that had like DVDs of like Richard Pryor, Billy Connolly, Rod Gilbert, any of them. Reeves and Mortimer was a big one with comedy.
Yeah.
With the older, like, I thought for a while, I want to do comedy, but I don't have that. The thought of performing, just nothing. Like, I did a best man speech and I was thinking that'll maybe show me, and it went well, and I was just like, nah. But I still love comedy and writing it and stuff, which is kind of a weird one. But I think now the people I love most, comedian-wise, it's the podcasts.
Yeah.
Because you get, say like Theo Von,
Oh my God.
No offence, but his podcast is 10 times better than his stand-up.
That's unarguable.
Yeah.
That's unarguable.
It's a weird one.
Yeah, he's phenomenal on podcasts.
Yeah.
And yes, the stand-up's like, okay.
It's okay. Harlan Williams is another one.
Yep. There's so
Amazing
many of them.
podcasts.
Like, I do find Bert Kreischer funny when he's in a podcast set and talking to Tom Segura, who is a great comic. But his stand-up specials, can't hack him.
As soon as he takes his top off, I'm like, fuck.
It's so below par. But him as a dude, just chatting with his buddy, makes me laugh all the time, man.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of them that are just really good personalities.
Yeah.
But that's interesting as well, though. So have you ever done any sort of performance stuff?
No, I don't think so. Apart from obviously like at primary school and you're in activities and
you
shit
have
like
to,
that.
yeah. Do you have like brothers or sisters or anything?
So I had cousins and they were both very much into like acting and performing. At Christmas you'd go around, he'd do a wee song, and I'd always be like, fuck.
Yeah, put the guitar down, man.
Yeah, I'd be like, shut up. But I mean, if you're watching, I loved it. It was great. Heaven Splits Up is genuinely a good song, but sometimes I was like, okay, bit much.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But so maybe it's that then. Maybe that's what. Maybe you saw your cousins so clearly going for that, trying to be that person, and you just early went, what is this?
Yeah.
It's cringe.
Yeah. But at the same
Maybe
time,
that put you off it.
I don't think, like, if I watch like Bill Burr, I'm not like, oh, cringe, you want to get up on stage.
Yeah.
Because if you break it down, it's like you want to get up stage, pretend you're coming up with stuff on the spot, chat, and it makes people laugh, and it's a beautiful art form. But if you break it down
really
like that,
boil it down to that, it is cringe, isn't it? Like,
it's strange,
that's a
but
really
I love
good.
it.
That's a really, really, really good way of putting it. But also, I think that's healthy, by the way.
Yeah.
To not want to have a need to perform, especially in this time where I feel like everybody wants to perform.
Yeah.
Just all the time. I find that really refreshing to hear someone go, no, I love it. I like writing it. I like being involved in it. But I just have no desire to be
up on stage.
Look at me, because.
But I do a podcast and stuff, so there is an element of performing, but it's not live.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
No, I think that's healthy, because every comic I know is an egomaniac.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you have to be. You have to have some level of. Yeah, I think I deserve people to pay. Quite a lot of money.
I hope you're not having a crisis right now.
Oh no! I love it.
I'm fucking
love it. I fucking love it. I wish they'd pay more. But I think it's healthy to be like, I've just never had that feeling. Well, that's the whole thing for me is. That's
you had that
all I
feeling?
feel is fucking sit down and listen.
Because when you were saying about identifying with people, when I was watching like the comedians and stuff, like I was always like, oh, these seem like class people. Like you're saying, I want that to be who I am, but then I'm just like, I just don't. Nah. Yeah,
that was just the whole thing for me. I just like, if everyone had a little badge like, hello, my name is and I am. Like if you had a little just identifying badge, I remember just going, fuck, imagine if people just went, oh, that's the comedian.
Yeah.
And just that idea, I was like, that's what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a total identity.
So Rod Gilbert, who are the kind of Welsh comedians nowadays?
Mike Bobbins. Ellis James, Lloyd Langford.
Oh yeah, Ellis James, yeah.
Morgan Rees. Kerry Pritchard McLean. There's a few.
Yeah, she did the Newsjack before. I got a joke on that once.
Really? That's cool.
It was like, I think it's like open to anybody and you can put in.
Yeah.
So I was writing for a few weeks and I got one on.
That's wicked.
Some shite. They're all shite. Honestly, if anyone's talking about breaking the news jokes, you'd fucking like never talk to me again.
Paid writer. If they it can't be shite. They picked it.
That's true.
They picked it. Can't be shite. Even if you think that's shite, they'll never fucking say that. They did. Boom.
Yeah, that's true.
You got your shit on TV.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I like it.
Yeah.
And if anyone wants to watch Gareth, is your first special on YouTube, right?
Yes.
I'll be honest, is that it?
I'll be honest
right? I almost forgot it there.
No, it's all right. It's all right. It's a long one.
No, I watched it a couple of times. I really enjoyed it.
Thanks, man.
Genuinely really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
I was wondering how you're... it's like Evie, if you can't see Evie's now in like a flower bed just roaming about. How did your parents take the involvement? Like when they watch it, did they give you feedback on it? Or?
My dad always loves to give feedback.
Yeah.
And it's really good when it's good because he does not hold back.
Okay. When
he thinks something's shit, he'll tell you.
Okay.
Like I remember last year's Fringe show, it was called Belter. I remember, like I really liked it. Shows were going really well.
Yeah.
And my mum and dad came and said it would be like the second weekend, and I came off. I felt like I had a really good show. And I remember my dad coming up to me and I put my hand out being like, fucking, my dad's going to be so proud of me. First thing not as good as last year.
Oh, shit.
Not as good as last year. I didn't laugh as much. Not as good. Anyway, thanks for the tickets. So he's blunt, he's honest, and he'll always give you his honest feelings. So that when they're nice, that feels amazing because I know he's not just bullshit me because he's my dad.
And how about like your wife? Does she find you funny, or is it like too much because it's constant?
Could not be with anyone that didn't find me hilarious.
Right. Okay. That's nice.
That would not help the ego.
Yeah.
They're all cool because again, Ailey's mum's a comedian.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, her mum's Jojo Sutherland.
Oh, right. Yeah. Cool.
So she's used to it from that angle. She worked in a comedy club for 9 years.
Right. Okay.
So she gets it. She gets the world.
Yeah.
She's never going to be like, why are you fucking going down to Brighton for like $150?
Yeah.
Like, she gets it. And this year's show, talking about being married, was like the first time I was really giving her wee jabs in this show.
Yeah.
And she loves it. She really, really loves it.
Class.
There's a bit I have where I call her a heavy breather. It's her favourite bit.
Okay.
And then I actually give her a sweet moment in the show where she says something really sweet and she's like, ugh, take that out.
Right, okay, yeah.
Like,
Just like getting ripped more.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it's the same with my dad. Like, I've got a joke about buying my dad Viagra. That's his favourite. He loves it. He loves it.
As a belter.
He tells everyone, going, oh, my son's got a good joke about it. I couldn't buy it, see?
The turbo dick thing.
Yeah. And like, so they're all super cool and they all get it. And I don't think I've ever felt, oh, I wish you wouldn't talk about this.
Right, okay.
I've tried some things that were like super, like between me and my wife. Tried them out a couple of nights at the stand. They worked, but I didn't feel great about it.
You didn't feel comfortable
I didn't feel great about it.
Okay.
But always try, and if it works, 9 times out of 10.
Right.
Yeah, they're just cool. They'll be like, fucking joke about whatever.
I had, when you're saying about your dad, so it's my mum's partner's birthday today. And I went to, he loves Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah, oh my God.
So
we've
good. Got a group chat, it's like me, mum, Amanda, my fiance, and Billy. And I went to text like happy birthday and do a Curb. And I wanted to do, like we're lamping.
Yeah.
So you can try it on WhatsApp, right? See if you type in Larry David Lamp, and then the first one they come up. So I went to press it and I just stopped myself, and it's him saying "Get in that ass." I was like, "Fucking no!" I was so close to sending it.
Happy birthday! Hope you have a great day.
Get in that.
And who was this? Your father-in-law to be or whatever?
It was technically my stepdad. I feel I'm too old to say that now, but
that's a very funny premise as well. That's a very funny premise. I've outgrown. He's your stepdad.
Yeah, he's my stepdad.
I'm too old to be saying that. That's very funny. That's very funny. I'm not 10.
Yeah.
I've actually never thought of that.
I'm not going to call him my stepdad.
Yeah.
Even if there's a fire.
Even if there's a... Who else is in there? Oh, some guy gonna go down with my mind.
Yeah.
There's not a term for it.
Partner, but they're married, but
Your stepdad? Yeah, let's not label it. But.
Yeah. Aye, the fire thing is stepbrothers. I'm not going to claim that as my own.
That's funny.
No, big love to Billy, but that was a
close
moment.
call.
Yeah,
a very close call.
My finger was there on it.
Oh, his ass.
It was on it, not in it. That's my style.
There's no loss of me. It's all above board. That's very funny.
So, and speaking.
How would you have played that off if it had said? Like if it had went through, and he just replies like, "Huh?"
I think I'd wait for the reaction, and if they laughed, I'd just be like,
rolling it off.
Doing my thing.
Bit risky. I do risky gags.
Edgy comic, right? But no, I think I might have gone for the delete for everyone.
Oh yeah, because WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Beautiful. WhatsApp's beautiful.
Beautiful feature. Yeah.
Although again, the curiosity in me, when you see someone's message, and then you open it like 30 seconds later, and it's already been deleted, you're like, what?
Or when you see the preview, you know what they said, and then they delete it, and you just know. And you're like, oh, did you say something?
Yeah.
But you already know.
But you already know.
You
but you
already
can play dumb. Yeah. That's the power.
That's it.
You hold the keys.
I love that. It's only happened like twice, but
what a feeling.
Yeah. So speaking of like shit and cum and everything, the 2Gs podcast.
Yeah, we did talk about shit and cum quite a lot.
No, it was very entertaining. Me and David were listening to an episode, and I've been listening to a couple just in the lead up to this, but I really like it. I've seen Gareth, the other Gareth, a song that crossed my laugh like years ago. And it was the running routine, like just a wee bit further and all that. Or
make that next lamp.
Or my grand dies or something.
Make that next lamp.
Yeah.
Yeah, funny.
I thought you could tell, there was a few people on, I think it's mainly like an open mic or new material, but you could tell he was good. I've not seen him recently, but I was a big fan of him. But have you stopped the podcast now? Are you on a break? Or?
We have. I don't think we ever said never again.
Yeah.
It was so funny, man, because just me and Watt are are good pals, have been for a long time, and I think that sort of chemistry did shine through on the podcast, and I think that's what made it good. And the fact that I just accidentally bug him by just saying, like, he's like, "What are you talking about?" And we joked about it as soon as we started doing it. We joked about going, "This podcast will end. One day we'll just look at each other and we'll both just go,
you'll just know,
and we'll just know."
Yeah.
Like, there's going to be no official like winding down. It's just going to be one day we go, "Nah," and that's exactly how it happened. We were both at the stand, and Waugh went, "We're supposed to be taping a podcast tomorrow. What time shall I come over?" And I went, "Do you want to not?" And he went, "Yeah, let's fucking not." And then it just kind of, because we were both so busy, and he had a kid, and he's like getting married and stuff this year. It genuinely was just the finding time to record it and taking turns of editing it, and we wanted it to be, you know, putting out all these clips, and that kind of fell by the wayside.
Yeah.
And we held such a good retainership. Like, we, at the start when we were putting out clips and we were giving a shit, we were building. And then the second we stopped doing the clips and we just put out the audio, and like, we wouldn't even like put on Instagram, hey, the new episode's out. Like, we just did bare minimum.
That's cool.
But we would hold everyone that we had. No one knew coming in.
That's what you want, yeah.
But we had everyone that was there still be there.
Yeah.
And it's the other weird thing as well, is like, once we stopped doing it, a bunch of people messaged up both of us and like come to see our shows at the Fringe, and they say like, "Oh, when's the podcast back?" And we're see if you'd let us feel that when we were doing it, we probably would have never stopped. But because you do just become a guy going, I need to go to Bolton at 3, so if we do the pod at like 10, and you're just cramming it in, and it just got a bit too much for us in our schedules. But who knows? I love doing it.
It's not like a closed book. It's just the enthusiasm was dry for a bit.
That's exactly what it was. That's
cool.
exactly what it was. But I really enjoyed doing it. I love Gareth. He's proper funny. So who knows?
Yeah,
I would like to go back to it at some point. But
like you're saying, the chemistry did come across, and it's like not something that can be forced. I know we're chatting about that before with like people acting like somebody else on a podcast, like your Delias and Callans and all that. But no, it came across as, it was really good. Good lesson.
Yeah. No, thanks, man. I do appreciate it. 'Cause I do. Yeah, I think it was good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good podcasts though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's such a competitive market now.
Aye. What ones did you listen to?
What podcast do I listen to?
Yeah.
I quite like. I did. Well, again, it's another one that's fallen now. R.I.P. But I did like Ralph Brown's podcast, The Brown Jewels.
Right.
I really liked that.
He's the guy that get like a gun at his show or something, right? Yeah.
The very same. Just every comic when that happened was like, "You lucky son."
Yeah. Oh, headlines.
Yeah. Well, someone's got a Fringe show next year. Well done.
Did people? I was wondering, see about headlines. So there was that comedian. I can't remember his name, but either one person or nobody showed up to his show, and then this year there was like 10 headlines of like, "Oh, this person only had one person." This person. I was like, "Are you just inviting one person and like not telling anyone to get the headline?"
Well, yeah, the guy who had one person turn up to his show is a buddy of mine, Robin Granger. He was actually staying in the house last night.
Oh, right, okay.
He had one person, and it was just Kate Copsick was there to review the next show.
Okay.
And she just heard like these big laughs, and then one guy walked out. And she was like, "No way, that was just one guy."
Yeah, and it went well.
So then she just put something up online about it, and then it just snowballed. And Robin fucking, I mean, I hope you don't mind me saying this, Robin, but he fucking grabbed onto
Milked
that.
it,
And
yeah. He got in that ass.
Oh, he got in that ass. Like, so far in that ass. Like, he was on radio speaking to Kevin Hart about it and shit. Like,
Kevin Hart?
Yeah,
No way.
it got crazy for him. It got crazy.
We'll edit that out if anything comes out with Diddy.
Yeah. Man, there's so many people shitting themselves.
Yeah.
Shitting themselves. Who would be... here's a... Fucking, I'm turning
Right,
the
yeah.
podcast. Who would be the most... What celebrity or actor, whatever, would you be most gutted to have like a Diddy, Weinstein, any sort of scandal?
Most gutted?
Like, you could go, I've lost that person now.
Oh, so like outside of Diddy, just anyone?
Like, yeah. So like all the bad things that people can do that you cancelled and gone forever.
Bob Mortimer.
I mean, you're safe, aren't you? Bob Mortimer.
Yeah, he's just a lovely guy.
He's not doing
Imagine something
He's
came
not
out.
diddling.
He dresses up as Bill Decker and actually goes out and murders folk. Bob Mortimer, yeah, he's safe.
Bob Mortimer can't be diddling. And if he is, yeah, that would hurt. That would sting.
That would hurt.
Danny DeVito for me would hurt.
Oh, Danny, yeah.
Imagine Danny DeVito, paedophile. You'd just go, well, this is fucking game over.
Yeah.
I've got him tattooed on me as well, so double over for me.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Plus the fact that he kind of looks like one, you'd be like, oh, I should have seen it coming. Fuck.
Can't be. That is libelous slander. Danny DeVito. You heard it here on Portrait in the Podcast.
Watch him coming out
Danny
of a
DeVito
couch.
looks like a nonce. Oh yeah, well yeah. If you see Danny DeVito coming out of a couch naked,
That's stuff in nightmares.
yeah.
It's like the pedo version of Jim Carrey coming out the Rhino.
Jim Carrey would be a bad one as well.
Yeah. See, he kind of went off the rails a bit as well. Or did he?
Oh, he's
I don't know.
fucking. Yeah. Wow. I mean, you go so far past insanity, it doubles.
Yeah,
It
comes
comes back to. But sometimes people are just insane, and I think he was that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
The Diddy stuff's weird because every single reel on Instagram now it's, oh, by the way, now Beyonce's a thing and you need to thank her. Like, you don't need to fucking thank her.
Yeah, that's
Like,
that
thank
is-
you.
yeah.
Oh, no, you're getting
No,
fucking
that's
killed.
just a bunch of women saying, "I like Beyonce. She's an inspiration."
Yeah.
She was behind. Although I did see a thing, I'm pretty sure it was fake, of like Beyonce like being passed around at like fucking Diddy
really?
parties and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, you saw a video?
Well, I mean, did I or didn't I? Because
right, okay.
fucking AI. Like
right.
it looked super real.
Yeah.
I didn't watch
not
the
seen any
video.
of that.
Just a picture.
In different corners.
God, I
of
sound
the
like such a
internet.
creep now. Didn't
Yeah.
get, didn't get the good stuff.
I
Just
was
the
looking at
still.
Beyonce getting passed her in like a fucking, like a fucking joint.
Yeah, my Google search is not safe.
VPN sponsor,
But
Portrait Podcast.
what is actually going on there? What is what an old man thing to say? What is going on with this Diddy? Huh?
Because Ashton Kutcher's a weird one because he did loads for child sex trafficking and like
against
saved thousands of people.
Yeah.
But then he's meant to be like best pals on. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors.
But again, that's the thing. Like the people that shout the loudest sometimes.
Jimmy Savile.
Jim will fix it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's all about his charity work. Oh, who knows? It's interesting to watch.
Is everyone just evil?
I know. That's famous.
Like, yeah. Is it actually just fucking everybody's doing something?
Yeah. Because it was the biggest kind of mainstream moment that everyone's like, oh my God, since like Will Smith slapping Chris Rock.
Yeah.
So I was chatting about that. I think the power move for Will Smith would have been to scant him. Because maximum embarrassment for Chris Rock. His wife will be happy you got him.
Yeah.
He would have got no backlash. Chris Rock's just standing there scanting his
I think
ankles.
there still would have been a bit of backlash.
Do you think?
Oh, for sure, man. What if Knob came out?
Yeah, that's the line though.
You can't be getting Rock's knob out on live on TV.
Yeah, it would need to be like
You
a...
could make a case that's worse.
Yeah, that's true.
I would make the case that's worse.
That would be like, yeah, shit, okay. I didn't think that through.
Yeah, if it's just a wee funny,
Yeah,
but I've seen him go wrong. I've seen him go wrong.
PE changing rooms back in the day.
Mate, fuck it, yeah, exactly.
Do you, I thought this was normal, right? So if Amanda's like washing the dishes or brushing her teeth, I quite regularly scant her. Like, but I'm like 34, like, do you do that?
I want to help you out, brother. I really want to
She
help
does
you
it
out.
to me as well. I'm saying it's not just like a one-way bullying.
I'm waiting for the butts.
I really would love nothing more than to say yes right now and side with you.
You
but
don't?
Nah, man. Nah.
Okay.
I mean, maybe at the start of the relationship when it's like
Yeah.
all super playful.
Okay.
But no, I'm not going to scant my wife.
Yeah.
It's different. It's different now.
Fiance's borderline scant.
The
Maybe stop when the other one goes on.
and scanting your fiance is the tipping point. Yes, you
It'll be
can't
on my-
even.
it'll be on
You
my
can't even
vows.
you can't even scanting your wife. That's
Okay.
strange. The most I'd get away with is like a wee drive by like hit.
Drive-by.
Hit. It sounds bad.
Drive-by spank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spank.
Sounds like a good
Better
band
word.
name as well.
Drive by Spank.
Yeah.
Great band name or album.
Yeah, yeah.
Drive by Spank. But no, scantings. See, that's what you won't call your stepdad because that's childish. But scanting's still totally grand in the adult world.
I've got my own rules, right? I don't play by the fucking book.
I don't play by the fucking book.
I don't know what book that is, but
But no, that's funny. No, it's playful as well. Like, do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, I'm all about shit like that. It's fun and playful, keeps it
yeah.
light.
And if it,
Do you know fucking... I was speaking to a buddy of mine, and if he does listen to this, he'll know it's him. He said, and I couldn't believe this, he said he's never farted in front of his wife, and his wife's never farted in front of him. That's mad, isn't
how
it?
long have they been together?
6, 7 years? Like, one, it just can't be true. And
Yeah.
two, it's like,
For a girl, they'll hold it for like a year maybe.
not mine.
I suppose if you live together, no. Well, she
Yeah,
just
we
straight away.
lived together. Yeah, she was straight away. Like,
She's a daughter of a comedian though. She's gonna be farting in
well,
your
that's
face.
well, that's what I was saying. Like,
Yeah.
how else do you just like laugh
Yeah.
all the time? Just every single fart is a laugh.
Yeah,
And
guaranteed.
it's first thing in the morning. You're
Yeah.
all dazed, confused. Your wife farts. You know what you are. You know what you are. You know what's going on. Another day. We're laughing.
Unless they're stinking, and then the laugh's like, oh, come on. Come
Well,
on.
that's me. No,
that felt
I'm,
personal.
I'm foul. Yeah, no, I'm foul. But she just. But yeah, no. But I couldn't believe that. He was like, I've never. And he was like, I think that's really rude. And I'm like, if you can't fart in front of your wife, who can
Yeah.
you fart in front of?
Yeah, that's true.
That should be. You know
Even
what? I'm actually
accidental?
180. I'm 180 on the whole scanning thing. You should be, because that's the person you should be that childish and silly and playful and loose and completely yourself with.
Thanks.
You scant
Thank you.
away.
I'm not gonna lie, right? A wee bit of my heart felt a wee bit sad when you just like shut down the scanting thing. I was like questioning.
Oh, my
myself.
gut instinct was that's ridiculous. It was really
So thinking.
scared me a bit.
Yeah.
But now I've had time to
She
sit with
doesn't. She enjoys it, right?
it. Stop.
She laughs at it.
She enjoys it. It's foreplay for us.
Saves time. And she's like doing the dishes, so she's like
That's fun.
occupied.
Because
and
then you
she's-
can't even really hike back up that quickly. You gotta fucking get the bubble, the
Yeah,
suds.
exactly.
Funny.
Predicament. Yeah. The worse, the more occupied her hands are, the better the scan. That's in the book. That's the book I follow.
That's what you just call it. The more preoccupied your hands are, the better the scan.
I'm getting that on a wooden plaque for the background if we ever do like a studio podcast.
Oh, that is very, very funny. I would buy that. I would buy that sign.
I'll
The more
I'll try really hard to
preoccupied
get
our
merch.
hands are, the better the scan.
It's true.
Ooh,
I think
funny.
they liked it.
Oh, I loved it. Fuck, that's funny.
So yeah, so you've just finished another Friend show. Is that
Yes.
working towards another special, or is it just like a see how it goes show?
I really don't know. Because I filmed last year's,
Uh-huh.
and it hasn't been released yet.
Okay.
And I'm still tweaking with it because I actually do think when I released the first one, that I think it was like 1 hour and 5 or something. I just feel like people were a bit more at that time period, like you could hold the retention a bit more.
Okay.
The retention on it isn't bad. It's not phenomenal, but it's not bad. Like most people watched it in 2 settings,
Right. Okay.
which I don't think is terrible. Evie's off.
She's making pals.
Evie, these are always important moments for me. Origins and now special.
She's at it.
Oh, he's talking about himself again. It's what a podcast is, Evie.
So you're looking at the figures of people, like drops off and then they finish it
Yeah,
off.
so I still thought that was okay. Like people were finishing it just in a couple of seconds. Whereas I just don't think they're going to do that now.
Yeah.
So I'm just cutting it down and cutting it down and cutting it down. And I'm trying to get it to like,
But do you
half
want
an
to
hour.
pander to the TikTok attention spans, or
I wish I didn't have to. But
yeah, or is it just you
but
kind of have to? Right?
I do want people to watch it because the end of the show is one really big story about this Indian guy I was sat next to on a train.
Okay.
And I need people to get there.
Okay.
Like I really need people to hear because that's what
Yeah.
the show is. But there's so many callbacks.
Okay.
So I'm like that. I need to have that there.
Yeah.
So I'm just tweaking and tweaking and tweaking, trying to make it like the best 30, 35 minute show
Okay.
I can. But it's still not out yet. So I feel like I just have no thought to film another one before I still haven't released the last one.
Yeah. Okay.
But maybe like the start of next year I'll film this year.
Yeah, that's tough if you need to kind of like dilute your work to kind of
Oh man, I taped
cater.
that show that I taped at the Edinburgh stand was 1 hour 30.
Right.
And I'm trying to get it down. Like we're currently on about 35, 38 minutes, and I'm
Okay.
still like, you can still make it a bit short.
Alright, okay.
So there's like 1 hour of it gone,
Yeah.
which is mad to think about.
But do you think like obviously do what you need to do for the views. But say, for example, I don't know if you watch What We Do in the Shadows.
I haven't, you know.
No, well,
No, I've
there's
heard good things.
There's a TV season where like Matt Berry and everything are excellent in it. Season 1 and 2 are amazing because they let it breathe. Season 3, I think it's season 3 or 4 they've got out now, and it's like this has been edited for TikTok generation, and it's shit. It's just like Nadia's screaming all the time, then it's something else, then something blows up, and then he's doing this, and it's just like relax.
Yeah,
it's fucking annoying to watch, but that's a different thing because it's a show.
It's a similar premise though of
Yeah.
you are changing your way of doing things, or you're making a decision based on what's going to grab people.
Yeah.
It's the same with like every single like murder mystery or any sort of drama. It always starts with the big thing happening.
Yeah.
And then it's like we'll slightly go back to them, like some boring detective stuff, but then there'll be another big thing.
Yeah.
Like I think the way TV is made now is as fast-paced as it's ever been because they're terrified people are going to turn off.
Yeah.
And it's sad because I think people should be able to, and free to make whatever they want to make, whatever way they want to make it, and trust that there's going to be an audience there to enjoy that. And maybe there is, but I'm just of the belief, like the last one got 20, I think it's currently on 20, he says like he doesn't know, it's on 23,000 views. And if I'm doing another one, I don't then want the second one to be like 5,000.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ugh. So I don't know. I'm probably overthinking it. Probably overthinking it. But, you know, you always want to be moving forward. And I'm like, well, I would like it to get more views. But then I don't think it is because also fucking everybody's putting out specials now.
Yeah.
When I did put out the first one, there wasn't many.
Okay.
Especially of Scottish comics. I think Mark had 2 out.
Mark?
Nelson,
right.
And like, I mean, obviously Kevin has like fucking DVDs and shit, and like obviously all them. But like of Scottish club comedians putting out specials on YouTube, and I may be wrong, but I genuinely think it was like there was like 2 or 3.
Okay.
And then I put mine out, so I was quite early to it as well.
Yeah.
And now Mark's got 2. Jay Lafferty's putting one out. Marilyn's putting one out. Jojo's put one out. Nelson's put another one out. Like just everyone's just chucking them out. So
well, out of Scottish comics, so like I have the ones that I've watched that I've loved of Scottish comics. Didn't seem to get a huge amount of views, which I was surprised about. I thought Chris Forbes was brilliant.
Yes.
And what's some laugh, Stuart McPherson. Yeah, I thought his was really good as well.
Man, brilliant. Yeah, both of them.
Yeah.
Forbesy's outstanding.
Yeah.
And probably got the rep of one of the nicest guys in Scottish comics.
Yeah.
No one's got a bad thing to say about Forbesy. No one. But yeah, because again, I think they maybe, because you said Forbesy's didn't get as many views, and I think it was genuinely just down to time.
Yeah.
Because that was the period where everyone was putting them out, and it was, you know, you're oversaturated almost. It was like, the market for it wasn't as fresh, whereas if you strike while it is this cool new thing, because I think that's how I got a bit lucky on it, is because I was early to it.
Yeah. And did you do it after? Because I noticed specials coming out after it's like Andrew Schultz started talking about doing your own thing, and
he was a big guy of going, get all your shit together. You know, as soon as you know you've got a dynamic show that you think people are going to love, and you feel like you've got something, put it out for free and try and garner an audience.
Yeah.
And that was, he was kind of like the mold of that.
Yeah.
Because now as well, I think there's a lot of people putting out stuff for the sake of putting out stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, you should
Any
be...
examples?
Oh man, plenty. But I shan't be saying, I'll tell you off. Oh, I'll tell you all the names off. But I remember it was something, I mean, a lot of people shit on him, but I really like him. It was something Dane Cook said. He was like, when you're sat at that computer and you're about to fucking click upload, he was like, if you're not filled with just all of the excitement going, this could be a really big thing for me. He was like, then why are you putting it out?
Right.
He was like, you should only put it out if you are genuinely so excited, like, I can't wait for people to see this. And you should,
Surely by the time you've edited it all, you're like, fuck, let's just get it out.
Well, then
You'd be sick of it. You're not going to take Cook's money.
DC's advice would be don't put it out if you're like that. He's like, then you don't.
He's fucking paying someone to edit it. He's not doing it. He's not sitting at fucking Adobe or whatever.
Premiere Pro, just not getting it to work.
Yeah. Oh. And podcast-wise, like, I think my top ones are like Rick Glassman's "Take Your Shoes Off," Harlan Williams' "Highland Highway," and controversial one. I do think Chris D'Elia does a brilliant podcast, and I've not looked.
For sure he does.
Because he's kind of back. Like, he got like some false accusations, but there was some murky waters, and I don't really know. But
he sidestepped the whole thing.
Yeah.
It pretty much came down to the way I took it was he was just like obsessed with sex and women, and I do believe
just
the
messaging
whole
anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think, again, with things like this, when you go to Chris D'Elia as a paedophile and all this sort of stuff,
Yeah,
like,
it's
I
too much.
don't necessarily believe that to be true.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't been convicted of anything like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
But was he like a sex-driven maniac?
Yeah.
Yes.
And he talks about it.
Yeah.
And he's
And I think it was enough for some people to go, yeah, I think I'm going to distance myself.
Ditch him,
And like making fans feel a bit uncomfortable and stuff at times. Not cool. But yeah.
He is one of the funniest
comedically-
guys alive, I think. Comedically.
And again, yeah, but only on podcasts. Like, his
Yeah.
stand-up is, some of his stand-up is so incredibly shit.
His recent one where it was all kind of like, "Oh, feel sorry for me," like it was maybe like 10 minutes of joke, then all just telling the story and make it make sense. How come you didn't cancel this person? And you like it was all just very. It's this is meant to be funny.
Because I mean, you gotta acknowledge it.
Yeah.
And you gotta make some sort of reference to it. It could be crazy not to.
Yeah.
But you don't do a me, woe is me show.
Yeah.
And I think the best example of that, now I'm definitely getting in trouble for this.
CK.
So fucking strap in. The best. The best.
Aye.
The best. The best.
2017 was the fucking funniest special. Like,
Saw that at the Edinburgh Playhouse.
Did you?
And when all the fucking allegations in it, I was like, you're not taking that from me. That was the most I've ever laughed. And the special he did after. And he's like, oh man, he's got this like great joke. And I was like, that's exactly how you execute that.
Okay.
He was talking about like kinks, and he was like, you know, I don't, well, or whatever your thing is. I don't know what your thing is. You're so lucky I don't know what your thing is. Because everyone knows my thing.
Yeah.
Like everyone, you know, fucking Barack Obama knows my thing. Obama was at the paper like, jeez. And like that's the perfect way to address, talk about it, but not make this big crazy thing out of it.
Yeah.
He's
great. The beheading joke.
I think you can't do it with the ball.
You never look great. The ball did, but also when
you always look dumb. That's so good. The 9/11 deniers. His kids thought there was 9 people denying 11.
Yeah. There's one I had recently, right? And I am a big fan of him, but I was really high. Speaking about crying, that's what made me think of it.
God, we're doubling back to it.
Yeah.
It always
I think we'll finish it off with the crying chat. But I was crying with like, oh my God, I had a moment of like, this is just heart, this is beautiful, this is amazing. And I've never had that before.
Yeah.
And I was like actually crying with laughter, but then it started to turn into like, tears.
Yeah.
I was watching Jim Gaffigan's, is it Pale Horse or something like that, or Dark Horse?
Yeah.
And he does like a 10-minute bit about diarrhea, and I could not fucking breathe. Like that is my humour, just down like toilet humour, right?
Yeah.
And it's just going on about you thought he was going away and he'd bring it back to diarrhea. I was fucking howling, and I was like, this is art, and it's diarrhea jokes.
Yeah.
And
But that's what's absolutely fucking beautiful about it.
And I'm scared to watch it not high in case I don't have that again. I'm like, it actually wasn't. Do you know what I mean?
It probably will have been elevated, but you'll still fucking love it.
Yeah.
I know, like, so this is when I properly go. This is when I just like adore the art form. Is when just the jokes that they just live with you. They go into you, and they honestly become part of you. And like something in the world will trigger it.
Yeah.
Like as an example, I remember I watched John Cairns' special on Sky not too long ago. And fuck, he has this amazing, incredible joke that I genuinely think about all the time.
Yeah.
It's about I remember reading Paco Rabanne was dead, And he's like, I didn't know that was a guy. That's like saying
John
Cocoa
Gareth,
Pops is dead. What's that? And then he just has this beautiful thought where he was like, what else is a man? What else is a man? Frey Bentos, is that a guy? And I was in the shop the other day, and I walked past the Frey Bentos, and I just pissed it.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's when it's fucking beautiful.
Frey Bentos is the perfect like third. In
Yeah,
that,
you couldn't have picked a better one.
Yeah.
Frey Bentos, is that a guy?
Yeah, ideal.
And then just any time I see Frey Bentos now, I'm just pissing it, going,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a guy.
And do you find like being a comedian, once you kind of go down the rabbit hole, it's very rare that you get a comic that actually gets you and makes you belly laugh because they need to surprise you, or
Yes.
do you laugh less?
No, it's just a lot of, that was really funny.
Yeah.
That
As
was
in
really
you appreciate
great.
it was all right,
Yeah,
but you're not.
That was
it's not
great.
catching you,
What
yeah.
he did there, great. It's harder. Open spots will make me laugh the most.
Okay.
Like-
It's unconventional.
It's just because that's actually, they'll surprise me.
Yeah.
They'll make crazy choices on jokes that I never thought they would go.
Okay.
I remember speaking to Gavin Webster about that. He was like, you could, like, I'll laugh at, like, Chappelle or whoever, like, I'll laugh, but most of it I'm just appreciating and respecting and enjoying. Crazy fucking Brian with his mad hair giving it a go will always make me laugh.
Yeah.
That's fun. They are funnier. They are the best comedians in the fucking world. People that don't know what they're doing, giving it a bash, are the funniest people in the world.
That's a great endorsement for like open mic nights as well.
That's what, go.
That's cool.
Absolutely go.
Yeah.
You will piss yourself.
I saw one of, I did a few sessions with Evie just to kind of like brush up on the writing and stuff like that and considering the whole comedy thing. And she'd posted clips of her, you know, she does like, she gets a course and then they all get a show at the end. And there was a guy that, I think he was a junkie, I don't know if that's an offensive term now, but he came out and he's like, hey, what the fuck? And he's like, fucking Viv, she's the only bitch that's getting paid tonight, like doing all that. And everyone was fucking howling. And she was telling him to get off. She's telling him to get off, fuck off, you're getting fucking paid, you fucking cow.
No,
like all that.
no,
It's
what is
so
funnier than
funny.
that? What is funny than that?
So
you
funny.
can craft the best pullback reveal, oh, we're really surprised and that's really funny.
Yeah.
It isn't going to be close to a junkie going, well, she's the only bitch getting paid. Funnier.
But I find that as well. Like,
Undeniably funnier.
there are some comics as well that are so beautifully crafted, but there's not a lot of personality. Like someone everyone raves about that I don't get is Sam Morrill. He's like, oh, I was drinking fucking martinis last night, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, oh, you're fucking so dull.
I'm with you.
Are you? Oh, cool.
I agree with you.
I went out on a limb there, I thought, because he's quite popular.
No, I fully agree with you.
Like-
And comics like that across the board as well. I agree with you. I want to see a bit of something. I want to see a bit of performance, energy, something.
Mark Norman toes the line because you can tell he's got that kind of awkward, but that's very much him. Whereas he's a brilliant joke writer and he's kind of that ilk, but he somehow gets away with it.
Yeah, like, because again, some people still have the phenomenal performance without it being big. Like, Jess Onick's really good at it.
Yeah, Jack D and stuff like that before.
Yes, yes. Jack D, absolutely. Like, he's not Gilbert pacing around, getting a point, getting leaving.
Yeah.
But he's still got an absolute solid performance.
Yeah.
And
Where is the dog? Evie?
She's in there.
Oh, sorry. Fucking lying down.
Oh, my
She's
heart
been good
attack.
for once.
I know,
Sorry.
yeah. That was it, yeah.
Sorry.
When you behave well, everyone panics.
Yeah.
We freaked out there, Evie,
Sorry.
because you were just chilling.
She's like,
Yeah, go back to doing laps.
Sorry.
That's funny. That's very funny.
Sorry, you were saying about the comedians and.
Yeah, no, I'm just agree with you.
Yeah.
I want him to have a bit of something in it. I want there to be a bit of energy and a bit of riz, as the kids would now say. But yeah, just too dry and too still and too deadpan. I'm like
Concentrating too much on
boring.
the joke writing rather than the performative aspect of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who do you have like a favourite special?
Great question.
Or like, what was your favourite special growing up, and then what's your favourite special now?
Great. Excellent questions.
I'm not going to answer it, but
I am going to say... I mean, I refuse, but excellent. Oh, come on, I just don't want to fuck this up. I think growing up, I'm going to give it a toss-up between Rod Gilbert and the Woman in the Spy. Changed everything, for me anyway. And Kevin's first DVD, where he just was tapping into every single Scottish person's life.
Yeah.
Like, no one's done that since Billy, really.
Yeah.
He just, every single thing was the most lived thing, especially for Scottish people. And very fucking funny.
Very patriotic with a Scottish and a Welsh answer as well. I like
Yes, yeah. I didn't even think about that, but yes. And now, Chappelle Sticks and Stones was really great. Nate Bargatze's latest one was
Nate Bargatze.
really, really great.
He's so unique as well.
Bo Burnham's, just anything he's ever done is really, really, really good.
Inside or one of the earlier ones? Or?
I wouldn't say Inside's the best.
Yeah.
I liked it.
It's less funny, but more just amazing.
Yeah, what was the one he did before? Was it What he did before?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'd say What then. And I mean, yeah, Bill Burr. Fucking, there's too many, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, Louis.
2017.
2017 was it? But I actually think I think it was called Sorry. The one he did after the.
Okay, I'll definitely watch that then.
Yeah, I think that's absolute. Some of that is top tier stand-up.
Okay, oh cool.
Yeah. So yeah.
Nice.
I didn't
my
give one.
watch list now.
And I'm still annoyed that I've probably missed other ones that I love, and I'm gonna message you later going, I fucking should.
There's like Mitch Hedberg ones, but it's usually YouTube clips and you put together. But he's just
a lot of the like comics people. Like Mitch Hedberg, I haven't seen anything of him. I haven't seen anything Mitch Hedberg.
No.
I have never seen anything.
Oh my god. Never treat them. That's good.
I also very controversially, I like Patrice. But people like
his stand-ups,
people fucking cling on to Patrice like this. It's the best thing.
It's more cult than it is funny.
Yeah, and I'm like,
yeah,
it's all right. It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's definitely not bad, but it's not. I think there's.
You can't relate to it either, which I found with Patrice.
Yeah.
He's doing his sets in New York, but it's like it's all right. But I think Bill Burr's well funnier, even though Bill Burr would never say that himself. Or whatever.
Yeah, no, I agree. So but yeah, I've not seen any Mitch Hedberg. All I've done is. All I've heard is just all these amazing things.
It might ruin a lot of comics after you watch Mitch because so many people copy his cadence.
Yeah,
it's kind of bugging, but
it's funny how there's always someone that is the performance style. Like Kevin was it for a bit. Everyone kind of wanted to have a bit of that in their performance. Then it became Acaster. Everyone wanted to be a bit.
I love James Acaster, yeah.
Everyone wanted to have a bit of a
undercover cop.
Yes, everyone wanted to have a bit of that in there. So there's always a guy that people kind of just take from. Frankie was a big one. Everyone,
yeah.
So
that's so true. I think with mine, if it's not Mitch Hedberg, but Eddie Murphy, I'd say Raw growing up. That
was so big, Matt. But yeah,
like I couldn't breathe watching that. And then,
so good. He's supposed to be coming back to it, but I've been hearing that for years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy's in clubs and
comedians in cars getting coffee.
Yeah, he was like, I'm writing stuff, and I've just heard it, and nothing's ever happened.
I heard he got like 200 million from Netflix or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think recently. I do love Nate Bargatze.
And it just works clean, which is just crazy to me as well.
Yeah, and he talks about the most boring shit in a hilarious way.
His
podcast is good as well.
I didn't even know he had a podcast.
Yeah.
As you say, he just talks about the most like sort of like mundane kind of boring stuff. An excellent bit of his is about his wife misusing the phrase "two birds, one stone."
All right.
And he's got like a whole incredible bit about. You don't know what two birds, one stone means. What other phrases don't you know?
Yeah. Start questioning everything. Is the plane noise?
You've got my last name.
Yeah. I think with him as well is I love finding a comic that is unique, but also that finds the voice that completely suits them.
Yes.
Because it's like he couldn't do Burr, or he couldn't do, like Harlan couldn't do anyone else apart from Harlan. He's got that face, he's got the no chin, he looks funny.
Yeah.
Bill Burr looks angry, like a wee angry guy. Just how did you? How long have we been going?
59 minutes.
Oh, look at that!
On the
professional,
nose.
Baby.
Very pro.
Professional, baby.
Super pro.
So if we could finish up in terms of like finding your voice, how did you find that journey? And was it difficult, or do you think you're still doing it?
I think I am still doing it, and I think I'm just getting better at it. But the big thing for me, and again, I've found this out so many times, it's one of my favourite things to talk about is comedy. I love talking comedy. The dynamics of it, the fucking like the art behind it, all of it, other comedians, all of it. I'm obsessed with it. I would talk about it forever.
Same.
But as soon as I'm talking about myself in it, I'm just like, this is wank.
Okay.
So apologies if this comes off wank.
Wank warning.
Yeah. Wank warning. This is a wank warning.
Louis C.K. should get that.
I remember the first gig I ever did, I was 17, still in high school. And I remember my biggest, darkest secret was I pissed the bed till I was like 15, like 14, 15. Look at me, trying 14, 15. And like the amount of school trips I missed out on and stuff, and people, like mates want to stay over, and I'd be like, just don't like it, lads. Just don't like the idea of fucking going and having fun with all my boys, like kayaking on school trips and staying over. It's just not for me. But I was gutted, I was missing all these things. And that was my deepest secret. Going, if anyone fucking finds out I pissed the bed, I'm dead here. Socially, I'm dead.
Yeah.
And then when I did stand up for the first time and I wrote the first set and I talked about that.
Right.
And everyone was like laughing and I felt so good about it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of when I think, and I've never really put that down, the whole like Tales of Woe. Like it's all very self-deprecating. It's all based on truth. Nothing has just come from complete fabrication. It's all a real moment somewhere, and maybe I'll exaggerate or whatever. But it's just embarrassing because I think, again, I always think that's where the truth is. Truth and, you know, the realness of it. I feel like people have lived through this.
Yeah.
And the more real you can make it, the better.
Because it's going to be unique, because it's about you and it's real.
Yeah. And if it's happened to you and you tell it in a real way, odds are someone else has had that sort of experience and they'll love hearing you just, so
the knowing laugh like you had in your special. Yeah.
Self-deprecation for me is absolutely the main thing. And when I see comics not do it, I'm like, you're crazy. You're just, this is such an easy open door to make everyone in this room like you.
Yeah.
And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get people to like us and laugh at us. And I'm a firm believer in, I think, with how honest and just fucking this crazy thing happened to me, I think that's likable, and I think people buy into me through that. I don't think people necessarily go, this guy's hilarious. I think they just go, I like him. He's super honest, kind of funny. And if you're likable, they'll buy into you. Yeah. So that's always been my main thing. Because the comedians I love and the comedians that I'll laugh at are all kind of riskier, kind of guys who like take swings. But I've never really been that, and it's like, well, and some people are, you know, always going, you should try and maybe push it a bit more, and I'm like, nah, I just don't think that's who I am. Yeah. Know who you
You're
are.
not comfortable with it. So
I'm self-deprecating, likable fucking guy. Yeah. Cool. If my comedy can be summed up in a bite-sized noise, that would be it.
That's how the episode's going to start, just you doing that like 20 times.
Please, I hope so.
But class, thank you very much for...
No, thank you for having me. This has been a blast.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it, and I think Evie's enjoyed it as well.
Yeah, I'm glad.
So
start of the show.
We'll cut to the photos now, and hopefully they're not shy.
Because that's the portrait part of the fucking title.
Yeah, okay. Did you get it? Does it make sense to you? Cool. Cheers, man. I enjoyed that, yeah.
That was a lot of fun, man. Wicked. So fucking funny.